the first thing there to understand is that these more special magical abilities, like let's say stopping your heartbeat, this is not something which is taught from the teacher to the student. Maybe when the student has some experiences, talking about it to the teacher may bring a little bit of help, to see a little bit more clear, or at least confirm maybe some of the things you have yourself discovered. Maybe give some warnings also, so that you do not do anything a little bit crazy. But so these things are learned in deep meditation. Then that knowledge, it is seen. And so then if we talk about Mahasamadhi, this is the same thing, where a person leaves the body from the seventh chakra and is not coming back. Now, that actually is something which I have witnessed myself. And that is something which is not learned or discovered, let's say, at that time. A person who is doing that has done it before. But the only difference being that they left through the seventh chakra and then they came back. And the one then who goes in Mahasamadhi decides, okay, maybe this body is really too old now and I'm done with it. And then they leave same way as before, only they don't come back. So that is then the only difference. So you can say that the technique of Mahasamadhi can be learned by somebody who is not going to really do it like let the body die. It is a way to move into a different dimension, into the spiritual world, and that is then discovered probably much time before it actually then happens, as a way to literally leave the body. We learn anyhow to leave the body in deep meditation. This is, what we learn, and we learn that there are different gates, and depending which gates that we take, we end up in different dimensions. So to leave via the gate of the first chakra brings you in a very different place. So anyhow, these are things which are discovered rather than really taught. They are learned by experience, and this is just part of what is happening there in Samadhi. And the person where I have personally witnessed that, it was really very remarkable. This person, was supposed to be enlightened already long before he left that body, was taking very good care of everybody around. He had some children also at a rather late age, so he waited for them to come to more maturity. And then, because his body was really getting very old, had many health problems coming anyhow, at some point, even whatever power you have, you cannot stop nature. And everybody there in that ashram knew very well what was going to happen, and there were lots of tears, of course. And then he just sat in lotus posture, said bye-bye, closed his eyes and left. And the whole body then became stiff, in that lotus posture, which is a very special thing. And afterwards, a great celebration was organized, where that body was put on a throne and carried around town with lots of drama. But happy drama, don't misunderstand, they were actually very happy that one of their clan, you can say one of their school of yoga, school of sadhus, had attained that state. And normally when sadhus, they die, their bodies are put in Ganga, not burned like other people. They are just put in Ganga. Usually they put the body in some kind of cage with stones and let it sink to the bottom, so the body is not like floating around and scaring away everybody. Because then it is said that the sadhus, they are already so pure that they help Ganga in remaining pure, spiritually speaking. But in his case, this was not done. He was buried in a, like you can say, a little cave that they made deep in the ground, like 4 or 5 meters deep. And then on top of that, a small temple was put, because when he left, he promised that he would stay around and help still that community to evolve, help his wife and children and everybody else who would come there for teaching to evolve. So, and that place still exists and is doing quite well. And next, let's say, to the main building of the ashram is a temple, a small temple, and underneath that statue, or actually of this Baba Santosh Puri, there he is buried.